Kadi, Harampoam Kadi. Sailor, beware. Sailor, take care. Danger is near thee. Beware, 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 beware. Many brave hearts are asleep in the deep, so beware, so time, so beware,
Well, suppose he thinks home is just about the safest place in the world. 4 million accidents resulted in the American home last year. And how many narrow escapes, nobody will ever know. Let's get out of here before somebody gets hurt. Here's a surprise. You'd think this would be far more dangerous than Home Sweet Home, but accidents seldom happen among careful workers like these fellows. Statistics show a wonderful safety record for transport planes, too. But let's get down to earth on wheels. Here is the safest place to be. In the modern home on wheels, you'll ride in a solid steel living room, and over you is a turret-top roof. Under you is a rigid steel foundation with steering controls anchored to the frame, knee action to keep you steady over the bumps and set you down easy in case of a blowout, dependable brakes to stop you safely in every emergency, no draft ventilation for your health's sake, and you can have safety glass all around. The factory men have done everything to make sure of the finest durable materials with precision workmanship, and inspectors who check the dependability of every working mechanism and every selected part. Every possible safeguard has been set up by traffic officers and highway commissioners to guide you safely along the streets and highways. When the car leaves the factory, only one thing is needed for safety, and that's a careful driver. If the manufacturer could equip every car with an automatic driving mechanism, the car would always do just what it should do when it got out on the road. With such a driving control, the car wouldn't pull away from the curb without signaling or looking back for oncoming traffic. With such a driving control, the car would keep in line instead of weaving in and out of traffic. With such control, it would always get into the proper lane before turning. It would always obey boulevard stop signs. With an automatic driving mechanism, the car would stop before cutting into traffic. It wouldn't pass other cars on dangerous curves. And it would always come to a stop before crossing a railroad. Whether or not your car is the safest place depends entirely on you, the driver of the car. If you obey the traffic rules, if you don't hog the road, if you don't make a secret of what you're going to do so the fellow behind you isn't up in the air, if you don't risk your life to get a second ahead at stoplights, if you realize that high top speeds have been built into your motor car to give you safety reserve at lower speeds, not so you can win the daily road race. If you drive safely and carefully and courteously at all times, you can be sure that your living room on wheels will always be the safest place in the world for you to be.